Hey, I'm Nicholas Prom,
Chase.
And I'm Dylan.
and you're watching Posers Must
Posers
Posers
must
must
Die!
die.
die.
Our latest adventures in the exciting and kick-ass world of heavy metal. Hey guys, how was your week?
We're good.
Ah!
Okay, that is a thing. All right. Well, all right. We got a very exciting thing happened with the show this week. The metal theologian Aaron subscribed to us and started commenting on the show, and I am so thrilled by that because I love his show. The guy is just so knowledgeable about not just metal, but like jazz and prog rock and stuff. And so oh man, I love his show. I learn a lot from him, and great dude. And I'm just really excited to have him engage with our content. So thank you, Aaron. And also,
Certainly, oh yeah.
also listen, watch Metal Theologian on YouTube. Oh my God, like that's such a great show. Um, but um, but yeah, that rules, and I feel very good about that. Um, last night I went to a show. I went and saw Chemical Annihilation, 80s thrash metalers Chemical Annihilation at over at the High Watermark. Um, them and this like Tool tribute band were playing in as a benefit for to help guys who were like getting out of prison, like transition back into regular life, which is actually a really important cause because like look, rates of recidivism, going back to prison are pretty high, and
Yeah.
if you can make it easier to, I don't know, not do that for people, I feel like that's a positive. So right on to the Rebel Academy. That's the group who put the show on, and a big horns up and hell yeah to Chemical Annihilation who rule. Great bunch of guys, and yeah, and I can't say what it is, but we've got something. Atomic Terror perhaps have something in the works collaboratively coming with Chemical Annihilation. We got to iron out the details, but it should be something very cool. I will not give out
Interesting
any further details because I got to work them all out. But and it's tentative right now, but something very cool. And yay, thrash on thrash.
Atomic Chemical Annihilation Terror.
Oh.
No, not like not
Just a joke. Just a joke.
Yeah, yeah.
not like a collaboration of like recording.
It's a joke. It's
Yeah,
a
okay.
joke. It's
Yeah.
a joke.
Fuck you and your jokes. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. But I will say no more. I probably said too much already. But yeah, it was a fun time. It's cool. Ran into Jason Stairs. He showed up there, and we always talk about the old days. We're like, hey, remember when we met Nuclear Assault and all that stuff. So, but yeah.
Good turnout at the show.
Pretty decent, yeah. Benefits do pretty good, and tribute bands tend to do pretty good.
Okay, fair.
That high watermark showroom was pretty full.
Yeah, it definitely was. We've been there when there's like nobody there, and it's like, oh man, this sucks.
Yeah.
But that was not the case. So yeah, we've been there when it's packed, and I love that. It was neither. it was kind of medium, okay, but decent. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Why don't we've got some album reviews and stuff to talk about. Why don't we get into that? Chase, what's our new album that we're reviewing this week?
This week we have SAXON, Eagles Over Hellfest, their live album that was released June 13th on Silver Lining Music.
Nice.
In my opinion, a very good live album. I was very, very entertained by it. It was a smattering of new and old. Worked pretty well as something of a live greatest hits, which a lot of good live albums do. Jesus Christ, I love Saxon, so I'm kind of biased on this one. It could sound like shit, and I'd probably sit here saying, "Oh, Biff's amazing." Which, by the way, Biff is amazing. He sounds great. He sounds great for doing this for 50 fucking years.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It sounds there's a little. It's like his voice does sound a little worn, a little. It's but it's like, isn't he in his 70s? Like
yes,
he can be forgiven. But yeah, an outstanding, really, an overall an outstanding performance from Saxon. who are just one of the all-time greats in heavy metal. And like, I listened to this a bunch. This is a really nice set. And yeah, a couple of songs from Hellfire and Damnation, which their most recent studio album, which we reviewed earlier this year.
Yep.
And then yeah, it's pretty much a greatest hits, which is what you expect at, you know, from most bands. You know, it's you know it. But you know it's but yeah, should be noted. Great leads from Brian Tatler of Diamond Head, who is now in Saxon. And man, what a fresh thing to have in this veteran band. Like you've got like how do I phrase this? It's like you have like a superstar replacement that's kind of giving you like a B12 shot. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
yeah,
like, you know, it's like you know, when Gene Hoglan and Andy LaRocque came in on Individual Thought Patterns with Death. It's like, oh my God, you know, like Jesus, you know, like, you know, things like that, you know. But yeah, this is really enjoyable. You know, a lot of my favorite songs are on here. You know, Denim and Leather and Princess of the Night and
Heavy Metal Thunder.
Heavy Metal Thunder, thank you. And the band played on. You know, all these great stuffs. And you know, God, Saxon is so great. I mean, it's funny because, like, you know, if you really just listen to their music in a vacuum, you think, oh, okay, this is hard rock, okay. But they have such the spirit of this band, of their music, just embodies heavy metal, man. And I like that they are like heavy metal rock, you know. But man, just Saxon rules, and I enjoyed this quite a bit. It's pretty fun. Dylan, do you have anything on this, man?
Yeah, I thought this was all right. You know, I love Saxon. Don't get me wrong, but the whole time I was listening to this, all I could think is, I kind of wish I was here at the show. I feel like I'd be enjoying this more if I was at this show. And then I also was thinking that I like the originals of all of these songs more than this live performance. Sure. The performance was fine, but you know, this isn't something I'm going to return to. And I don't think I got as much enjoyment out of it as I would if I was at this show. That's all, like, literally all I can think. I'm
jealous of the crowd. That's great.
That's the worst thing about listening to a lot. And I am sitting here, my sorry ass in this chair, with headphones on.
That's good, man. Man.
Anything else, Nick? Oh no, sorry. Go ahead, James.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay, good. Yeah. The one like little bit of a complaint I could levy at them, I guess, would be that they didn't have anything from Into the Labyrinth, but you know, it's my favorite of the latter Saxon catalog. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. It's good, but we're talking about the live album, so I'll jump back to that. I'm good though, if you guys are good.
Yeah. Yeah, overall, I enjoyed this. I thought this was cool stuff. So, yeah, Saxon is great. We love them. So yeah, yeah. Why don't
Saxon rules?
Yeah. Why don't we move on to our next segment, which is Chase's classic album.
Oh yeah. Okay. This week we have Black Sabbath's "Born Again." Yeah. Released September 12th, 1983 on Vertigo Records. And I'm going to go ahead and let Nick start with this one, because that laugh, that giggle.
Dude, I love this record. It is one of my favorite Black Sabbath albums. It is the one that they got Ian Gillan from Deep Purple singing on. I wish they had made another one with him. This is such a great record. It's really heavy. There's so many like just great screams. Full of great songs like Zero the Hero and Digital Bitch. Like, it's just a rad record. You guys go, please. I just love this a lot.
I sometimes refer to this album as the Ian Tony, Geezer and Bill experience. And not because it like I don't like it or anything. It's just it's a great album. It's just it's the Black Sabbath album. It's kind of on the lower end of what I would consider a good Black Sabbath album. But I'm not letting that get in the way of the fact that it's entertaining. I love it. It's so experimental, almost to a fault in some songs. But overall, it's just this crazy, almost out of body rock experience. Just completely drowning in acid.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there are definitely things going on this record that I don't think I heard on like previous Sabbath records. And but I really like it. I mean, I think I listened to this a bunch. I listened to this so many times this week, and like, I just enjoy this record a lot. I mean, what are like some key tracks for you, or were there any duds too for either of you?
Trash, Zero the Hero, and Digital Bitch are my three. I always try to choose three out of what we're listening to. But let's see what track was that? Is Disturbing the Priest starts off really good with that crazy high scream.
Yeah.
But then there's this like the next segment, it's weird because it's like the vocals and the guitars are just kind of missing each other. Like nothing is lined up proper. It's a little disharmonic in a way. But then about the middle, it's like, okay, awesome. What the fuck's going on? And then there's that middle bit that's actually pretty fun again, and then they lose me again at the end of the song. And I wish I was better at describing this particular crazy ride.
You're doing just fine.
It kind of happens.
I got you. I got you, Chase.
Okay.
Disturbing the Priest was my favorite song on here.
Okay.
And I feel as though that song is like the heaviest on here. I may be incorrect, but in my opinion, this is the heaviest song on the album. And it's heavy, but it has a jank to it. Like, it's a very janky song. And I hear what you're saying about how it kind of like the guitar and the vocals not match, but I liked that. It just worked for me in a weird way. I liked that jank. It just kind of I don't know. It was like I was falling down the stairs, but it felt good. Like every step I hit was like pleasurable.
Dylan just smiling as he breaks his neck on the final step.
Oh, man.
Great. Yeah, no, no, Disturbing the Priest, I can die happy.
Yeah. Okay. This reminds me of like Chevy Chase. This is making me think of Chevy Chase doing the fall, falling down the stairs.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
okay.
like on Saturday Night Live. But interesting. Yeah, I mean, like, man, I gotta. What do you guys think about? Okay, Hotline is an interesting song too. I like that one. Lots of great screams on that one. Zero the Hero is my favorite song on this record. I just love the shit out of that. With Digital Bitch being like close second. It's like a pop speed metal song almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, it is. And what was funny about Digital Bitch is I was sitting there going like, it at times kind of sounds like Highway Star. Like, not to, it's not fair. It's not fair to say that, but in a way it totally is. But I listened to it and I'm like, okay, is he singing about a lady or a car? Digital, because it's the digital age at that point. There's all sorts of crazy knickknacks you can throw in your car. So I'm like, is he talking about a lady or a car, or both? Or
the lady is a car. What was that movie where the girl like does it with a car? It's like Octane or something like that.
Yeah,
or something like that. It came out like a couple years ago. But I didn't watch that. I'm like, that's weird. Like and it's not my kind of weird. But anyway, But I like this, and usually I'm not too big on ballads, but Keep It Warm kind of works. It's a power ballad, but it's still kind of like there's heavy parts about it, and it works as a ballad to close the album. I hate when you throw an album.
Yes.
I hate when a ballad is like the third track in or like middle of the album because it just breaks up the flow.
Pace, man.
Yeah. And so, but like, this works.
Yeah, as a
And
closer, totally, I agree.
yeah,
Yes.
and just like, and, in the 7-minute epic of Zero the Hero, like Jesus, I love that song so much. But yeah, this is a rad Black Sabbath album, and like, and it really is like a near perfect marriage of Deep Purple and Sabbath, and like, okay, shut up and take my digital money. Um,
The amalgamation should be black purple.
yeah, um, yeah.
Black Purple.
I think
I like it.
there were people who did
Deep
refer to them
Sabbath.
as Deep Sabbath, and like, and they did play, and on the Born Again tour, they did play Smoke on the Water, which is so cringe, like that they did that, like you weren't confident enough, or like what, because they didn't play Rainbow songs when Dio was in the band,
Okay, yeah.
you know, um, and which would have been amazing. But yeah, and it
yeah,
was,
that's not...
and also if you're gonna play a Deep Purple song, like and like, look, Smoke on the Water is a good song, but it's really played out, dude. And I feel like even in 1983 it was played out, and like Highway Star or Child in Time or something fit better with the vibe of Black Sabbath. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
But
I
also,
concur.
you don't want
there.
to take up a huge chunk of the set list with Child in Time. Because that's a real long one. But yeah, but I love this album. Dylan, do you have any juice on this? Any additional?
No, I fucking love this album. I loved every song on here. I just want to mention that I feel like this album had a generally like spooky vibe to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really loved one thing you guys did not mention, the song Stonehenge.
Oh,
I
yeah.
loved that creepy fucking synth. Just a break.
Ooh.
Just a break from the rock for that creepy fucking synth. I really enjoyed that part. But yeah, Stonehenge, Disturbing the Priest, and Digital Bitch were my highlights from here.
Nice. Yeah, there are two very short instrumentals on this one, Stonehenge, and I can't remember what the other one's called off the dome. It leads into Zero the Hero. But yeah, the Dark, that's right. But they're both cool. And but yeah, dude, Black Sabbath, Born Again, fucking love it. Chase, do you have anything else on this one, man?
No, said my piece, man.
Okay, cool.
I cannot overstate how much I love the song Disturbing the Priest, okay?
I think I get it.
I really fucking love this song.
Yeah. Also, on a Black Sabbath related note, and I should have said this at the top of the review, like, if you're one of those Ozzy only Sabbath fans, know that I think you are the lamest fuck in American history. Like,
I should have been at the top. You're right.
Yeah.
You know, I was listening to this, and, I expect Ozzy and Black Sabbath, but I'm listening to this, and I guess subconsciously I knew from the beginning that Ozzy was not in it, but it took me, like, half the album to be like, oh yeah, this isn't Ozzy singing. Like, it's not like I thought Ozzy was singing. I knew he wasn't, and I didn't care, and by the time I realized, I was like, oh, this is great. Who gives a shit?
It is great. It is great.
I don't need Ozzy here. This is a great fucking album.
Yeah, I mean, and like Sabbath's 80s heavy metal albums, not their 70s acid rock albums. Like, this is my jam. The Dio albums, this one, the first few with Tony Martin. Great. That's my Sabbath. That's the shit I really gravitate towards. Like, I like the Ozzy stuff, but like, it's way more heavy metal, and that's what I'm here for, dude. So yeah, Born Again rules, and if you're an Ozzy only Sabbath fan, you're lame. The end. So, but because he's a fucking clown, and he's not even like, man, I don't know. Anyway, okay. But yeah, why don't we go to our next segment? Dylan's Gotta Have It, baby.
Dylan's Gotta Have It. Dylan's Gotta Have DEATHBLOW's new album.
Yeah, or EP, but yeah.
EP. Open Season. Oh, shit. Heard some songs from this at the last show I attended by them, and then this EP released shortly after that, and gave it a listen, and we all agreed that this should be on the show because it kicks ass.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
Well, it's great. I mean, we saw DEATHBLOW 2 weeks ago. And then this just dropped, I think, Monday or Tuesday. It's a new 4-track EP. It's the first new material they've had out in a minute, but this is really strong stuff. It's crossover thrash. I mean, like, you know, it's like a DRI. Well, excuse me. It's like a Municipal Waste. We're more serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is not party stuff. This is like real, like.
No, this is these guys very, very much care about serious issues.
Yeah,
and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I love fun shit, but I care about the serious stuff too, and this stuff really matters.
Yeah. I mean, and no, this is really great, and I think the highlight of the album or the EP for me is Deny, Defend, Dispose.
Yes, I love that.
Oh my God! And I think that's really clever, and it's, you know, it definitely alludes to a big social issue that we've been dealing with, and a huge news story from this year, and
and there was a sick fucking bass section in that song. Like,
yeah,
they really played up the bass in that song, and I was eating that shit up, man.
Yeah, but yeah, dudes, this is just great shit. Just ripping thrash, dude. Other album highlights. It's a short one, but
Tormentor.
Yeah, great shit. Chase, what about you, man?
Just thoughts overall or tracks?
Yeah, or both.
Oh, okay. Okay, first I'll say, released June 16th independently. And this makes me incredibly sad that I left as early as I did from that show, because holy shit. If we missed this, oh God, dude, this is awesome.
But yeah, Deathblow drew a lot. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I won't be able to see him again, definitely. But yeah, definitely Municipal Wasty, a little bit more serious, like what you said. I love the and Dylan, you mentioned the bass in that one song, but I'd say I love the bass tone throughout the entirety of the EP.
Oh,
whatever you guys had it tuned to, do not change it. I was I was edging on that shit. Like,
oh my God.
I really appreciate it when the producer knows what the fuck they're doing. Okay, when the sound guy knows what's up.
This man loves his bass.
Well, I mean, clearly the engineer knew how to press your buttons. Hey-o. Okay. All right. Well, okay. So it sounds like we love the new Deathblow EP. Hail Deathblow. They are rad. I've seen them a couple times now. They're awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing them again, because they're just great. And best wishes to you, Deathblow. We like you guys.
This is a great. I love the album cover too. As a final note, this album.
Oh yeah,
cover
that is
kicks
really
ass.
sick. Yeah, that's great stuff.
This looks like it belongs on like a hardcore album, but
I think it's really in that spirit, and I think that's a great segue into our next segment. If we're good on this, release.
Yes.
Okay, we're going into Hardcore Hall of Fame, gang. And what do we have this week? It is... I'll wait for you to have the image. It's Government Issue, the Legless Bull EP from 1981. It's some 81 hardcore, which we love.
81?
Yep.
81?
Here it is. Yep.
Chateau 81, yeah.
Yeah, but...
Fine,
yeah. But yeah, great stuff. I mean, just, there's straight edge songs, there's Reagan hating, stuff. It's great. And it's fast, short songs that are fast and short and kick-ass and largely political. I'm into it. This is so my jam when it comes to like hardcore punk. I'm like, mwah, give me this stuff. You guys, please.
Please. Dude, I fucking love this so much. You guys know I'm by no means straight edge, but I loved the straight edge songs in this, especially Rock and Roll Bullshit.
Yeah.
Where we like half the song is just the singer sarcastically pretending to be a fucking asshole. Look at me, I'm on drugs. I fucking loved that. Oh man, and then I'm listening to this, and the whole time I'm thinking, the whole album, the whole time I'm thinking like, damn, this shit's so good. I bet this came out like ridiculously early. Like I'm gonna shit my pants when I read what year this came out, and then I click on the description, 81. Ah!
Well, and it's like, and here's the thing. I understand that this is your regular reaction to when I pull up 81 Hardcore.
I know.
Especially from 1981. But, like, because it is wild. Like, damn, shit was this fast, this intense, that early.
Yes.
Because the first thrash metal album, which is nowhere near as fast as this, the first two thrash metal albums come out in 1983.
Yeah.
So metal was behind on the speed and the intensity. But I love when the cross-pollination took place. You know, guys who were into, like, Scorps and Priest and Motorhead, you know, we're also into, like, you know, GBH and fucking I don't know, Minor Threat and stuff. And I love that. I mean, and the blend is so good. It's great. It's great. You guys like thrash metal, right?
No.
Oh yeah. Lame.
What's that shit?
Yeah.
What is screamo? What is that screamo stuff?
Ooh. But anyway, Government Issue. Great hardcore, man. Like, this is the shit. This is the shit that we love. You know, this is like, you know, it's like Reagan Youth, you know, or a lot of those youth bands with the youth in the title, youth of today, or Wasted Youth, you know, like it's right in that wheelhouse. Just like it's so funny. Like, if it's a hardcore band with youth in the name, I'm like, it's a gimme. Just like if it's a new wave of British heavy metal band with witch in the name, I'm like, gimme. Like no, like, but seriously, Angel Witch, Witchfinder General, and Witchfind. That's like my.
No, I'm laughing because I agree.
That's good. Like, oh, that's my shit. Yeah, you know. Yeah, but yeah.
Chase, what were you gonna say, man?
Oh no, the moment's passed. I had an anecdote, but the moment's passed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
No, it's cool.
But any more stuff on this? This is great. Any song highlights, guys?
Asshole. I love the song Asshole.
Yeah.
That is a really good song.
Yeah.
And Rock and Roll Bullshit, of course.
Yeah. I think
Anarchy is Dead, Sheer Terror, yeah.
Yeah. These are like a lot of my favorites on this. This was a fun record. I really enjoyed this. And I'm glad I brought this segment back. You know, I wanted to give it a break until I really was like.
I'm so glad it's back. Oh, give it to me.
Okay. Well, I got to come up with something real good for next week then. I think I've got one in the pocket. I try to do that. But cool. So we're good on Hardcore Hall of Fame. Why don't we move? Oh, go ahead.
Just as a side note, I know it's funny. Like, every time you show one of these, and I have this crazy reaction to what year it came out. But you gotta understand, like, my whole young life, I grew up with just regular metal. Like, just regular classic fucking metal. And I've always known about punk and hardcore, and I've always liked that kind of stuff. But if you're into metal and you're just like, and you're like millennial zoomer like I am, and you're like only on the internet, on YouTube, trying to find the stuff, or Spotify and YouTube, they're gonna give you more metal. They're never gonna go, hey, you like this shit? Check out fucking hardcore, man. Check out punk, man. So I've never been able to find any stuff like this. And that's one thing I love so much about this segment, is being able to find all this shit that I probably would have loved when I was a teenager, but I could never find.
Sure.
Because the internet is fucking stupid.
Well, the algorithm is like, oh, you're searching metal stuff, so it's going to be more metal.
Exactly.
You know, and
here's Ghost and Sleep Token. Here you go. Wait, oh come on.
But I really feel like if you're listening to if you're searching thrash metal, you should be getting hardcore and like and punk suggestions, and it's bullshit that the algorithm doesn't do that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So fuck that shit. But yeah, it's almost like you have to like both things independently. But but I'm sure your algorithm's changing now because you've been looking up.
Oh yeah, of course. I'm getting great shit now.
Yeah. So yay, you're welcome, I guess.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what. Yeah. Yeah. But okay. I think we're good here, right? Why don't we move on to our song of the week? And Chase, why don't you tell us about your song of the week first?
Okay, this week we got Armored Saints' Hanging Judge off of the 1991's Symbol of Salvation. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
Also known as the best part of Hellraiser 3, if you ask me, and you don't count Motorhead's Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Both are
I think
good.
this song is stronger than that song.
Ooh.
And dude, this song is incredible. This is a really good pick, dude. I mean,
Yes.
Yeah,
it
man.
is it fits that it was used in a horror movie soundtrack because like it is a spooky kind of song, and I can't like pin down what makes it that way, but this is an amazing song. Like it really like I,
It's John Bush's supernatural voice. That's what's doing it to you, man.
yeah, dude. I mean,
It sums up.
John Bush is fucking God, like Lord Bush. Like we praise
Lord
you
Bush,
eternally.
yes.
But like I don't know. Somebody don't take that out of context. But uh, but but yeah, man. I mean, you guys know about my love of Armored Saint.
Oh
And
yeah.
it's funny, Symbol of Salvation is an amazing album that I have spent the least amount of time with when compared to the first three albums, which are like,
That was my first Armored Saint album. Probably why this was on my mind. It's just I dropping like flies, Rain of Fire. This song are just constantly swirling
yeah,
around my head when people talk about that.
yeah, Last
So
Reno. Yeah, no, it is a great record, and we should do it for classic album sometime.
maybe.
Like save it for like a while, give it a couple months.
Oh,
Um,
definitely, yeah.
but this song, it's so heavy, it's so good. It comes and it's like, man, this album comes out like at the very end of the classic heavy metal era too.
Yeah.
And it's just like, within a couple of years, 2 years later, John Bush is in Anthrax, okay, but and doing brilliant stuff with that, like with Anthrax. I mean, Sound of White Noise is an amazing album. It's one of my all-time favorites. Um, but yeah, dude, this song is incredible. It's amazing, and yeah, dude. R.I.P. Dave Pritchard, who wrote this, and he was their lead guitarist, and he died of leukemia before the album was completed. And
Fuck.
and maybe that's where there's some of the dark energy. Is just kind of like they're pouring their grief into this album to make this great record for Dave. You know what I mean?
Interesting point. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
man. Yeah.
and it's really sad, that he's not around. He was a huge part of Armored Saint. I Yeah, I mean, R.I.P. Dave Pritchard and all hail John Bush and Gonzo and the rest of the gang. It's God, I love Armored Saint, and this song is fantastic. Thank you, Chase. Dylan, you have not said a word about this song.
No, I love it.
Okay.
It kicks ass. Fuck, this song is good. And like, at first, not being a massive Armored Saint fan, I liked what I heard when we went to the Armored Saint show with Wasp, but I never really delved deeper into them after that.
Yeah.
But this song like absolutely kicked ass, and being someone who like is not yet, I want to say not yet a fan of them. I was like, oh, this music video, this Hellraiser music video is gonna help me. I didn't even need that fucking music video.
No, you didn't.
Like that, this song just kicks ass on its own.
Yeah.
I listened to it quite a few times, and I really like it. Great fucking pick, dude.
Nice. Yeah, and this album rules. It's actually a decent starting point, and you could work your way back. You could check out their they have a live EP, Saints Will Conquer, and it's really good. And that's a nice smattering of songs from the first 2 or 3 albums. I can't remember. But I love that record too a lot. I recommend that if you don't want to be like, because I know you like to hang with an album for a while before you move on to the rest of the catalog. So maybe that EP would be a nice little snack for you. But and I know you're an EP lover, like me.
Well, my usual thing is like I'll find out about a band, I hear they're great, I just grab their first fucking album, and 99% of the time the first album is amazing, so I'll just stick with that for a while and really get to know this band and like what they ran out of the gate with, and then I move on to their other stuff once I'm like, I need more.
Yeah, but yeah, their first album, March of the Saint. The second one, Delirious Nomad, and then album number 3, Raising Fear. Those are all awesome records. I love those albums. I had albums 2 and 3 on vinyl when I was a teenager and just played the shit out of them. Like that's my
hell yeah.
That's my core Armored Saint material. Is those 2 records. But yeah, dude. But this song is great, and Armored Saint is amazing, and I look forward to hearing more of your thoughts on this band in the future, man. Because yeah. But
You're
yeah,
quite the right here, man. Yeah.
yeah. But we talked a lot about this song. Why don't we go, Dylan? Your song of the week. What do you have here?
Yeah, my song of the week is Divine Step. I will not try to pronounce the second part of the title.
Mortis?
Conspectum Mortis.
Yeah.
From Corner's Mental Vortex.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Can we call... Why isn't this band called Riff Factory?
Because they're not Dark Angel.
Okay. That's a good point.
No. Here's the thing. Coroner is incredible, and like you know how it is. Like Dark Angel went from being like I'm gonna talk about Dark Angel for a minute. You know, I was thinking about them today and like technical thrash in general. You know, like Coroner. First of all, they're amazing, and it's incredible that they were able to achieve this sound as a 3-piece. Because you would think a power trio is best you can come up with this pretty fun speed metal. But these guys it's so complicated and so jazzy and like wow, it's really like it's there's really a lot to listen to and for, and I love that. But where I was gonna say like Dark Angel, you know, they went from being like, you know, one of the most intense brutal thrash bands on Darkness Ascends to being on, you know, the next 2 albums being like, holy shit, like the most technical, like whoa, you know, they really have a lot of shit happening. And I'm like starting to get on a kick with more technical thrash. I know we've really waxed the car of like really brutal, intense thrash. You know, we are going to see Morbid Saint next week. I saw Demo Hammer this year. But yeah, Coroner and this song, wow, just like amazing. And like, you know, like honestly, this is the best Swiss thrash band. I think they are actually, maybe Celtic Frost have more memorable songs, but as far as, you know, like catchy, like with hooks and stuff, but as far as the technicality, the play, you know, the prowess of playing, Coroner smokes the Frost, man.
Coroner songs like I want to specifically talk about this song. Like this
please do.
Song, and for most of Coroner's song, you need to like dedicate some time to this, man. Like you actually have to sit down and put your focus into this, because it's a beautiful composition. Yeah. Okay, this song, and it just takes you on a fucking roller coaster of riffs, and then you get a beautiful break in the middle where it slows down a bit, and then it picks back up and throws you right back into the fire.
Yeah,
I fucking love it. I think this is my favorite Coroner song at the moment.
Yeah.
I think I need to listen to some more of their material to be sure about that. But yeah, I this is my favorite Coroner song at the moment. Fun fact, the sample at the beginning is from the movie Reanimator.
Oh yeah.
If anybody did not know that.
You know, it's been a long enough time since I've seen Reanimator that I didn't recognize it. So yeah. Interesting. I like you talk about that the roller coaster of riffs. But what I love about like Coroner specifically, but like technical thrash in general, is like these are songs that are written and arranged like prog rock albums or like classical symphonies, but translated to thrash metal, and it's so fucking delicious to hear. It's like, and it's like Dylan was saying it earlier, it's like you really have to listen closely because you're gonna miss stuff. You know, it's like this is the stuff to like, smoke some weed, put on your headphones and lay down and listen really closely to Coroner. But yeah, this is a really great song. It's amazing. I don't think we've really talked much about Coroner on the show before, and I'm glad that we are now because man, they're awesome.
Chase, what you got, man?
I also referred to this as a type of roller coaster. I said that it was it's like an evil, like distorted Rush song in ways. Like it has like 20 elements of 2112 in it. Like it just feels this like epic technical thrash roller coaster. It just it mutates and then mutates back and then de-evolves, and it's just much like a roller coaster. No,
Yeah. Well, and that's interesting. The Rush comparison I think is so apt because like another three piece,
Yep.
very technical.
Very proggy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's Rush is really the band of the second wave of prog that matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there was an insect in the room. Uh, but um, but yeah, dude, Coroner is like if Rush were really into weed and speed. Um, do you know what I mean though? Because it's heavy
Oh my.
and
Yeah.
then fast, like and technical, like these brilliant like guys' music, and it's like Switzerland. This is like a Swiss watchmaker made this music. You know what I mean?
So much precision. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it is so precise, and it's amazing. I'm like, and this is a kind of like this is the kind of shit that I really want to listen to. Like this is like uh peak of thrash metal. I mean like this kind bands that do this are like that's like the peak of the genre. Okay. And I love it. I love it. I wish, more of the newer thrash bands were like Vector. They were trying to be like Coroner and Voivod and stuff, and less like the pizza thrash guys like Bonded by Blood or Hatchet and stuff. And those bands are okay.
love them. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fun. But I like that it's like we're making serious thrash metal. We are making high art, and that's what Coroner's about, man. They're rad, dude. Um, and this is like the fourth Coroner album? Yeah, yeah. Third or fourth, but yeah. If we're good here, are we?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to talk about my song of the week, which is uh, Spellbinder by Coven. From their 1989 sophomore release, Death Walks Behind You. This is from one of my favorite thrash metal albums of all time, easily top 10. And the sound of this band is like a marriage of Slayer, Show No Mercy, and Exodus, Bonded by Blood. Okay, and Spellbinder has some of the most like gallopy, like if Maiden did thrash, gallopy kind of like riffs, and
Okay.
which a little like Necronomicon from Germany. Remember that band?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the vocals are so sick. Jay Clark was amazing. Just like really great high shit, and but also retaining some hardcore punk shit happening too. And I think it's a great voice. It's like a perfect thrash metal voice, really. And I just love this. I wanted to spotlight it, not because we all are fans of Coven, but they will be playing the Soldiers of Steel festival that's happening August 1st and 2nd in Seattle. I can't remember which of the days Coven are playing, but I'm really hoping like hell that I can make it to that. And I just want to spotlight this. This is one of my favorite songs from this album. But I want to hear what you guys think about this.
Short and sweet. A thrash classic, essentially, is how I put it here. Titular character sells his soul to Astaroth, and he's changed for magical power. What's not to fucking love?
Yeah.
It's a song about a Faustian deal. I'm all about it. Give it.
Okay. Yeah. Right on. Dylan, what do you have, man?
Dylan, what you got, man?
I don't have anything poignant to say, but I did really like this song. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
Classic Coven. Who can disagree?
Yeah. It's good stuff. No, this rips. I mean, like, yeah, you don't have to have like a ton to say about it, but yeah, it's really kick ass. I love this band. And this album is just one of my desert island records. I love it so much. Never pressed on vinyl. It was only on cassette and CD. At least I'm glad it's available on streaming. But yeah, that sucks. I do have I have the first album on vinyl, which is great. That's one of my metal records I did not sell off. I was like, nope, we are keeping this forever. Yeah, Blessed is the Black is staying in the collection. I mean, like, look, I bought it sealed too, like, so like yeah. But anyway, if we're good here, why don't we talk about just some of the up? Oh, Dylan, you have something?
No, you're good.
I thought you had the finger up for. Oh, I have something. Uh, but I didn't realize it was your thumb. Um, but yeah, why don't we move into just our upcoming shows, our show calendar. This coming Saturday, June 28th. Oh, it's the Metal Mania show. Wrestling and heavy metal. Oh, with headlined, of course, by thrash metal legends Morbid Saint. Holy shit. Um, Seattle thrash upstarts Acerbity were also on the bill. Our friends from in town, Battle Cattle are on the bill, and also Hallucinator. We're kind of a bit of a little more deathy thrash, but also quite well. And I am friends with Jay, the drummer. He's a nice guy. We used to work with him. This is a stacked bill. It's going to be what a rager. It's going to be at Stage 722, a venue we have not been to yet, so that's going to be exciting. I saw some photos of that venue, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be a cool time. I'll just say that. But very, very exciting. Oh my God, the whole Posers Must Die crew is going to be there. It's going to be great. And then of course, July 4th, at SESFest 5. It is mostly it's an all-day festival, mostly punk, but there are a couple metal bands on the bill as well, 3 to be exact. Headlined by hardcore legends, Millions of Dead Cops. I love them. I'm so excited to see them again. Sidewalk Slam, Bazooka Sharks, some good punk. Cheapskate, who were on the bill last year, I enjoyed them. Headless Pez, who are friends, great guys. That's a fun kind of a jokey thrash metal band. And yeah, no, this is going to be a real fun time on the 4th of July. That'll be cool. Yeah, that's going to be at a place called Azoth on 67th and Sandy, or 87th and Sandy, excuse me. But yeah, it's going to be a great time. Very fun. Let's see. We were talking about Coven. Here's something about Coven. July 8th, it's a Wednesday, or excuse me, July 9th. They will be playing at the Twilight with the Sacramento Thrashers Unprovoked and our local death metal band Truculence. And yeah, that should be a cool time if you can make it out. Yes, so that is that. If you, let's see, are in Salem on July 12th, and there is a heavy metal show at the Triangle, Dylan's going to be there. Cosmic Waste and Maggot Sorcerer are going to be there. Crimson Guardian had to drop off the bill. I think the promoter is still looking for a replacement on that. Yes, so that is a thing. And then fast forward to July 19th. This is a great show. Got to be there. Oh, sorry. It's Action Movie Metal Night. Of course, where the highlights of action films are projected on the screen behind the bands playing. This is the Jean-Claude Van Damme edition. And Headless Pez will be there with Hyperstrike, Atomic Terror, and Full Metal Jackson. And that is going to be a fun night of heavy metal. If you recall, Full Metal Jackson is the Michael Jackson tribute band where they reinterpret his songs as metal songs. I mean, it is pretty awesome. Pretty fun. Let's see. And so yeah, always love that. Always love Action Movie Metal Night. That's been a long-running series of shows that Jason Stairs puts together, and they're always a winner. It's always a good time. Let's see. It's always a great night. Tons of people show up to these. They're really dynamite shows. But yeah, let's see. And then August 1st and 2nd in Seattle. We have an updated flyer. Oh, good. The lineup has changed just slightly. Somebody had to drop off, and I already forgot who. But they were replaced by another local or a regional heavy metal legends, Hammerhead, who had an album in the 80s. But yeah, Slewfeg and Q5 and Heir Apparent and a host of others. This is really great. So it's a ton of classic 80s heavy metal bands from the Pacific Northwest, mostly, alongside many bands that are playing in classic heavy metal styles that are mostly from this region. So this is going to be a great festival. 2 days of just metal in the classic vein. Some wonderful bands on this, and looking forward to it. I'm trying my ass off to be at this. I really want to go. Somebody, please, can I ride up with you? Because I can't do these long drives. They just murder for me. But yeah, so that is the thing. Let's see. August 16th in Scio, Oregon. It's Fire in the Sky 5. This is going to be an all-day metal festival. There's camping as well. Atomic Terror, Dead Nexus, and These Cursed Hands, among others. There's a dozen bands on this. But should be a fun day in the woods with heavy metal. So that'll be cool. Let's see. August 16th and 17th off here in Portland. It's Northwest Hardcore Fest. It's 2 days of just tons of hardcore, man. Damn. And this is going to be at I don't know what the Helvet Studios, I think. And in oh no, excuse me, that is one of the sponsors. But it's the building is on 15th and Hancock. I don't know what the venue is called, but this should be really cool. I think I'm gonna try to go to the Saturday show, or the Saturday date for this, and that should be fun. That should be a fun time. Let's see. Also, August 22nd in Salem. Hey, it's a punk and hardcore show with Bazooka Sharks, LA's Battle Flask. I just checked them out. They're pretty rad. I think if I remember right, it's like crossover-y. Alongside the Brass and Cut Rate Druggist. $10 in Salem at a place called Blast Off. Dylan, you gonna go to this?
Yeah, that is a thrift store.
Wow.
Blast Off Vintage. I go there a lot because they have cool shit there.
Nice.
Cool. And they have a very large basement. I think that's where they have shows at. They've had shows there before.
Killer.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to be at this.
Nice. I'm really glad that it seems like more stuff's starting to happen in Salem, so it's not like it's just a desert for you, man.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Tell me about it.
So for people who are outside of the Pacific Northwest, Salem is the Oregon State capital, but it's an hour away from Portland, which is the real capital where the real action happens.
Yeah.
And Salem has a reputation, well deserved, of like being really lame, being fucking sucky, and there being really nothing to do. But that is the situation there is improving. I think it's the gentrification of Portland is having some effect to that. People are moving to Salem because it's cheaper to live there a little, or it's more affordable. And so, yay! Now some more things are happening. Salem's starting to be popping again, and that's cool. So, silver lining, right?
A welcome change.
Yeah. So, but yeah, let's see. August 29th at the Blackwater. It's going to be a punk and hardcore show with Vaccine, who I don't know, but I'm curious to check about. Malakili, who we've seen and they're really good. Aggro, who I've been dying to see, and now I'm like, yes, fucking finally. And Betrayer, Sergio's current kind of crossover hardcore band. Really good shit. That's going to be August 29th. Gigi Allen's birthday at the Blackwater. So that'll be fun. Definitely, I'm almost certainly going to be at this. That's going to be fun. I think it's a Saturday night, Friday or Saturday. There's no reason I can't do it. And then September 20th, it's Apocalypse at the Armory 2. Now, there's only 5 bands listed on the bill right now, but I think they're going to get up to a dozen. Within the Pyre and these Dead Nexus and Within Caskets are on the bill. Dylan's seen some of these bands. That should be a fun. Hey, it's another metal festival. If you got nothing better to do in Salem, why don't you head out for this? That'll be cool, right? So yeah. But yeah, I think that's going to be our show for this week. I want to thank everybody for watching or listening. And Chase, why don't you hit us with the sign-off, man?
All right. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and welcome to the Human Zoo where metal can be heard. Metal merchants! Merchants!
All right. Thank you, and good night.